Greetings, my dear students. This is Dr. Kiran Shende back again with my second session on Principles of Management, Chapter 1, Part 2. Those who have missed my first session can watch the video on my YouTube channel for Part 1. Let us now begin with this session, that is Principles of Management, Part 2. The objectives of today's class is to learn various levels of management, is to understand managerial skills, is to know basic functions of management. So precisely three objectives. Number one, that is levels of management. Number two, managerial skills. And number three, various functions of management. That's what we are going to understand and learn in this class. Let us now begin with objective number one, that is various levels of management. Precisely, managers in any organization works in three levels of hierarchy: top managers, middle managers, and low-level managers, also called as frontline managers. So these are the three levels on which any organization or any hotel works. Let us break it down into segments and understand what is top management. These managers have the overall responsibility for the welfare and survival of the organization. They are involved in formulation of policies, coordination, establishing targets, set overall organizational goals, and motivation of their personals. So basically, they have to perform the duties of forming the policies, coordinating with the subordinates and the staff, establishing the targets for the staff, and working to the overall success of the organization. The job is basically very complex and stressful and demand a very long working hours and total commitment towards the organization. For example, managing directors, chief executive officers or CEOs of any organization, presidents, vice presidents, finance directors, etc. falls under top management. So basically, these are the owners of the organization who are working for the success of an organization. Number two, middle level management. They are subordinates to the top managers and responsible for the low level or frontline managers. Prime responsibilities are implementing and controlling the plans and strategies developed by the top managers. Activities of the first line managers and reporting any difficulties in operations. Grievances to the top managers. They are usually a source of innovation, creativity, coordination, motivation, planning, and controlling of activities in the organization. So basically, their prime job is to implement the plans which are given to them by the top management and getting the things done from the low level of management. And precisely, if there are any grievances from the subordinates, it's their job to take it up to the top management. These people are heads of the departments of any organization or operational managers who are reporting to the top managers directly. Let us now understand the third category, that is frontline managers. Basically, they are the managers to whom the operational people report. Their prime responsibilities are implementing and controlling of operation plans, labor costs, inventory levels, and quality control. That is their prime responsibility. They do spend a lot of time in directing and supervising the subordinates. So basically, these guys are supervisors who are working on the shop floor and getting the things done from the managers. That is their prime responsibility. Let us now see a fantastic video on how the functions of management work in a cruise ship.
Is there any issues I need to know about? You got all your ingredients? What brasserie is it today? Brasserie 6. Tomorrow? Brasserie 7. I'm more commonly known as the General. I'd like to think it's because of my hat. I feel comfortable wearing my hat like this. I've worn it like this my whole career. It's just the way I wear my hat. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. I say it as a joke. The captain steers the ship, but the chef drives it. If the engine ran low a little bit for a couple of hours, we would still float and nobody would notice. everybody wakes up this morning and there's no food on the ship, I'm sure there'll be a lot of unhappy guests. Right now, we have over 10,000 chefs in the fleet through our 23 ships, and each and every one of them work under me. It's something I love, it drives me. I couldn't see me doing anything else. I've been doing it for 26 years, and it's the one thing I know that keeps my mind occupied. In this venue alone, we will push out in excess of 30,000 meals a day based on a full ship. As you can see, the weather's not too good outside, so the ship will be full. I get up at 4:30 in the morning because everybody else is asleep. So that means my phone isn't going. I'm not getting disturbed. I have 2 hours to myself, and that's where I get myself organised. Shaved cantaloupe 400, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, make sure you answer me please, yeah? Scallops 600, yeah? Shrimp cocktail 700. How many shrimp cocktails did you do last night?
Last night, first day only, never.
You didn't do any last night? Have you stopped doing that now? How many steaks did you go through last night, Butch? You went through 700. Make sure you don't get caught with your trousers down there, yeah? What's happened to your hat, man? That's not going to make you look any taller. What's happened to your hat? What's the consumption like on your donuts? Thompson?
Yes, boss.
So we have blueberry muffins, yeah? With no blueberries in them. So we need to get some more blueberries in there. Yes. Today is going to be a long, busy day. Today and tomorrow. All right, so get yourselves well prepared. Thanks, fellas. No one man runs an operation like this. This is where we'll be serving breakfast from today. For the dining room, I have 3 of the same kitchen here. Morning, are you lost? What are you looking for? Not too choppy for you, know?
It's lovely.
It's lovely here. Guest interaction is probably the part that I love the most. Have a nice morning, guys. You know where you're going? Yeah?
We've done this before.
Have you done it before, have you? Well, if I need any advice, I'll come to you, okay? Yeah. So this is my cafe promenade. We'll put out over 3,000 pizzas a day in here. If you keep the kids happy, mum and dad's going to be happy. What is this? Who's done this? Can you move that, please? Yeah. You're just waiting for this hat to blow off, aren't you? It's stuck on. As soon as it goes on, that's it, it's stuck. This is one of my favourite spots. It gives you a good indication of what's going on down there. And I can see all my fruit bowls, all my bacon, sausage, all the breakfast items. So if it's running low, I can just call the chefs in the kitchen, ask them to come out to the buffet station. You've only been with me for an hour so far, and you've seen the ground that I've covered. Let me take you into my tasting kitchen now. Morning. Tell me what's missing off that kebab.
Missing?
Yeah, what's missing from it?
Nothing.
Nothing missing?
All the ingredients are there.
All the ingredients are there, but we're lacking one ingredient. What's the ingredient?
Little red color.
All right, it's supposed to be much redder, yeah? All right, like tandoori. Who made the sauce for the turkey? Yeah? Did you taste it?
Yes, sir.
Really? Taste that? Tell me what you taste.
It's a bit too sharp, sir.
Salty. Yeah? Extremely salty. Who made the vegetable stock for the broth? You made it. Tell me how you made your stock. We're constantly developing our chefs and constantly training them through our in-house training program, so it gives me a good indication of where we may have some people that we need to show a little bit more attention to. And can I see you write this down? Yeah? I can teach anyone how to cook. That's the easy part. To teach someone to be dedicated and willing, that's got to come from within. Carpaccio di manzo presented nicely, lots of flavour, really nice. Make sure they're all like that, and that goes for any pasta. Your Mercedes is nice and fluffy, no air gaps in the middle. Well done on the Mercedes, it's not an easy one to make. Right, gentlemen? Yeah, have a good afternoon. Enjoy Brasserie 7. I'll see you all later. Excuse me. Come on, what are you doing? Jesus. Move back. Honestly, move your trolleys out the way. To be able to stand for the first 15 years of a culinary career for 16, 17 hours a day in blistering heat in a super intense atmosphere, to not have Christmas at home, to not celebrate birthdays unless it was with the chefs at the end of dinner service, to give all that up for over 25 years, you have to be slightly imbalanced. This is our Azumi concept. We have 9 sushi restaurants across the fleet and 9 of our different ships. Hopefully we will have them in every ship in the fleet at some stage. Andre, did you do the sauce today? Come and taste this, please. It's a little bit on the edge. It's well and truly over the edge. Yeah?
He's very tough to work with, but he always supports. When we need some help, he's always there to support us.
The soups I have no issues with. The soup is fine, the broth is fine, the double chicken consommé is fine.
He has a very good knowledge about food, which is very good for us because we are growing in our fields. So it's very good for us to have the right person to guide you in your right direction. One day I would like to be like him.
Evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Chef.
Young man, would you like to just step forward for me?
First of all, good evening, Chef. Good evening, everyone.
There's so much more that I want them to get out of being not just a chef, but a professional. I want them to be professional in how they conduct themselves. I want them to always want to keep learning. You know, once you stop, then everything just stops. You know, the more I learn, the more I want to know. Do we have truffle fries?
Truffle fries, yes, we do have truffle
Oh, really?
fries.
Do we? Are
We
you
love
sure?
them.
I can't find one single issue on the plate, and generally I can always find something. So whoever put this table together, job well done, excellent. I just want the chefs to have that same hunger all the time. I think he deserves a round of applause, gentlemen. He's done very well. I'm the best.
Well, isn't it an amazing video? Let us now see and understand what management basically is. Basically, it is concerned with getting things done from others. That's what you must have seen and learned from the videos, how the chef is getting the things done from others. While managing an organization, a manager has to perform various functions which together works for the benefit of the organization. Before we understand the functions of management, let us understand objective number 2, that is various skills which are required by a manager. Skill number 1 is a technical skill. If you must have seen in the video, the chef is very technically sound and know his job very well. It is the skill to perform a specific task and a function. Involves activity, analytical ability within the speciality of their own field. For example, you must have seen it in the video. To be a good chef, you should possess a basic cooking skill. Otherwise, you cannot be a good chef. You have to be technically sound to perform that operation, and that will make you a successful executive chef or a successful manager. Very important technical skills are required. What are the second skills which a manager should possess? That is human skills. You should be appointing the right person to the right job and getting the things done. Like I've said, management basically is getting the things done. So human skills are very important at all the levels of management. These are required to have a good relationship with people, to get the work done from the other people, to have interpersonal skills, negotiations, bargaining, and the leading. So human skills, basically a good manager should have good relationship with people. He should know how to get the things done. So you must have seen in the video, the chef has good relationship with the subordinates. He knows to get his work done. He communicates well with the subordinates and leads from the front. The person with highly developed skill understands and appreciates other viewpoints and communicates successfully and skillfully. These are basically the human skills which are extremely important to be a good manager. What is the third skill? That is a conceptual skill which a manager should have. These required at the higher levels in an organization. So as you grow in the organization towards the top management, these skills have to be in you. A good manager must be able to visualize the future of the organization, department and intern relationship, and see the bigger picture of the organization. These skills are difficult to develop and are most crucial for top management. Like I've told it to you, conceptual skills, as you grow in the organization, top management always works and sees the future of the organization. They always work on plan A. If it doesn't work, plan B. If it doesn't work, plan C. They are good leaders, good motivators, and collectively conceptual skills are required for having a successful organization. This brings us to the end of objective number 2. Let us understand the last segment of today's learning, that is various functions of management. That is our objective number 3. What is management? Is basically concerned with getting the things done from others. While managing an organization, the manager must perform certain basic functions which together make up the process of management. Very important. So, to be a successful manager, you should be having that knack of getting the things done from others. That the video which we have seen, the chef is very capable of it. He knows how to get the things done from others. Let us now see what are functions of management. Number 1, planning. Number 2, organizing. Number 3, leading. Number 4, motivation. Number 5, communication. Number 6, coordination. Number 7, controlling. Number 8, directing. Number 9, staffing. So, a good manager should be a very good planner. A good manager should be a very good organizer, should be leading from front, should be motivating enough their subordinates, should be communicating well with the subordinates, should be capable enough for effective coordination with people, should be capable also enough to have proper control over the staff, should be capable enough as a good director, should be directing well the staff, and skillful enough to have allocate correct person at a correct job by having a very good staffing. This brings us to the end of part 2, principles of management. Let us now find out your level of learning. So I'm going to take a small quiz with you. Question number 1 is, which of these are managerial levels? Your options are top management, middle management, or both. Your question number 2, which of the following skill is required at higher levels in an organization? So is it human skills or is it conceptual skills? Questions like these and many more can be attempted on my YouTube channel. The link is going to be present in the description box of my YouTube channel. You can appear for the quiz by clicking on that link which is there on the screen. Before I close the session, what is answer for question number 1? That is both. Both is the answer for question number 1. Managerial level is top management, middle management, and the low level management. So it is both. That is the answer. And conceptual skills are required as you grow higher in an organization. So that is the solution or answer for question number 2. Few references which are being taken to make these videos are displayed now in front of you. Thank you very much for patiently listening. Hope you all have enjoyed my session. I'll see you people again with few more videos on principles of management. Thank you very much, dear students. Have a nice day.